So I'm gonna guess here as you guys sit back and watch this latest episode of Cowboy Steak Nachos that you are gonna kick yourself and ask the question why you have not made this before. It is gonna come together quick and it is gonna be 100% delicious. So look, it is all gonna start with your selection of cheeses. You definitely do not wanna cheap out there. Let's turn our attention here to the board and let's get this prepped up. Alrighty guys, and you can see here on the board we've got some mozzarella, we've got some medium cheddar cheese, and also we've got some extra sharp cheddar cheese. I do believe it is very important to pick out the right cheese, one that you definitely like, and also you want to definitely grind it out fresh. That is going to give you the best melt possible. So we will definitely be adding a lot of cheese for sure. But again, using a cheese like this is just going to give you the best melt possible. And you can mix the cheeses. They're all going to go into the same place. I've got a big tray down here and I will just get everything all looped up onto this tray. And one of the nice things about doing this outside is you don't have to worry about the mess in the house. Yeah. And you can also go with an American. If you could find a block American, that works very well. I know there's a lot of people that are anti-American cheese. Also, a Gouda would do you nice. And if you think this is too much cheese, definitely think again. So look, we've got our cheese all laid out here. Let me put this on the side. Let me go in the house and grab the rest of our ingredients, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alrighty, all welcome back, and here is our ingredients. And the cool thing about this recipe is you could choose your favorite ingredients, as I have chosen mine. And of course, I've got some nice ribeye steaks. I am going to go with some tomato, white onion. It has to be white onion. I've got some black beans, also some jalapeno. I do want a little bit of a bite. And also we've got some parsley over here. I'm not a big fan of cilantro on this dish. Again, if you like cilantro, please go ahead. And of course, we've got some salt and pepper right here. So obviously the first thing we are gonna wanna do is we are gonna wanna get some seasonings on the steaks. I am just gonna go with a kosher salt and a 16 mesh black pepper. For me, the whole trick of this recipe is getting that pit hot, man. You want to sear these off while still maintaining some pink on the inside. And I have had my pit on with that cast iron skillet in there probably now for 15-20 minutes, and she is screaming at close to 500. So look, and that is basically it, man. That is your prep. We've got our nachos in the house. I am going to take a temperature reading on this pit, on this on the cast iron that I have in the pit. As long as we are screaming hot, we will get these steaks in and we will start to cook. As long as that cast iron skillet is up and over 400, you can get the steaks in. Wait about 2 to 3 minutes depending on how thick the steaks are. If that sear is looking pretty good, you can give them a flip. Shut that hood as quick as possible. Wait another 2 to 3 minutes. You should be at that medium rare. So I definitely do not want to sacrifice on temperature, so you want to stop that cooking process right away. I will just move these onto my hot plate, which is cool. At this point, we will just let our steaks rest here, let those juices settle, and we could bring our tortillas into the mix and we could start layering out those flavors my way. So I can immediately tell you, I wish I had a better pan here to make these in, but this is really all I got, unless I wanted to put them on a big baking sheet. I think this will be fine. And again, the fun thing about this is I get to make these my way, and I get to put the ingredients in that I like. And also I get to add as much ingredients that I like. And I am going to go with some black beans, some white onion, also some tomato. Let's get a layer of a little bit of spice sprinkled around. How about a little bit of cheddar? How about a little bit of mozzarella? How about we put this on the side and get our steak cut up? So I definitely want to work a little bit to get rid of this fat. I don't want to bite a bunch of fat in my nachos. I left the fat on as I was cooking because I do believe fat is flavor, so we want that in there. A little bit of fat is okay. A lot of fat, I would say, is not. You know, the star of the show, I mean, the steak is a nice addition, but the star of the show is, for some reason, with nachos, is always that cheese. And you want a lot of it. And again, bite-sized pieces on the steak are better than too big, because you're not going to have you're not going to put this on a plate and cut it. You want to just grab it and go. You've had nachos before, you know the deal. Alrighty, so what I want to do here is let's set up my table and finish building out these nachos. And you definitely want to layer all those flavors, man. You know, sometimes when you go to a restaurant and order this, everything is on top. When you get to the bottom, there's just nothing left. I can guarantee you that is not going to happen here. You can add a little bit of corn to this if you'd like. I mean, there are multiple flavors that you can add. Again, the fun thing about making it at home is you can add your favorite flavors. And I am picking out all the best pieces of steak, zero fat. A little tip here, all that good juice that came off the steak, we will get that on. How about a little bit more cheese? Gotta be. How about a lot more cheese? Gotta be. Oh, yeah. Alrighty guys, look, I'm not so sure it gets much better than this. Let's get on over to the pit. Let's get this in. I am thinking maybe about 10-15 minutes, and we should be nice and crispy, nice and melted. So remember I said in the beginning of the show, nachos my way, nachos your way. Here is one ingredient that I am going to put in there that probably most of you wouldn't want in there. Again, nachos my way. It is going to be a little bit of blue cheese, crumbled blue cheese. I didn't want to add it in the beginning or layer it in, as it can get overpowering. So we are about halfway through with the cook. I am going to go in, add it now, and then bring you guys back when it is all finished. Look, I definitely love the process of putting meals together like this, but I certainly like the taste test just a little bit more. And unlike the King of Queens, there is plenty of nucleus on here with some, just a lot of goodness, man. This is going to go throughout. I've got some steak, black bean, I've got some crema on there, tomato. I've got it all on here, and cheers. So right off the bat, I could tell you the first bit of flavor that I got, which kind of threw me a little bit because I've never tasted it on nachos, was that blue cheese. And I have to say, man, it is 100% a go for me. It is very sharp in the tasting of it, but man, it just gels so well with that cheese and everything else. I got a little hint of that steak on there. I've got the fresh parsley, the tomato, the black bean. Didn't get any spice in there on the jalapeno. I will get that in the house, there is no doubt about it. This is a must make. You make this for, you've got some people coming over and you whip up this dish and you throw it down on the table, and I am telling you right now, you are gonna be a hero and you are gonna have many people coming back. So that is it, man. That is gonna wrap up this show. I appreciate all you guys that have been supporting me over this past year, year and a half. If there's anything you wanna see, just leave it down in the description. We will see what we can do. Other than that, my name is Tommy. That is a Cowboy Nachos platter. And until next time, we will see you soon.